There might be a special TikTok way to cut apples, but I don't know about it, so I just cut it this way. Ah, I'm bleeding. Hello Snack Pack, welcome back to Travel Snacks. In today's episode, we talk about oatmeal. It's maybe not super exciting, however, it's good for you. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to make oatmeal packets, what to put in it, how to cook it, even if you are not in a house with a microwave. Plus, I'm gonna go over a few reasons why oatmeal is a great way to start your day and how I make my oatmeal taste good. On a side note, some of you know that I have eaten too many snacks, and so I'm getting back to a healthy lifestyle. So this is the first of many videos showing you a few things that I'm eating and things I'm doing to improve my health. It's a fun little episode, so let's jump right in. I'm trying to eat a more hearty breakfast, a little more nutritional, and I find myself making oatmeal over and over again with all my ingredients. So I thought today what I would do is make 7 packets of oatmeal, all the things I put in it, and then that way I can just grab a baggie and pour it in the bowl, and then I'll be ready. So I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, I got my baggies, and I'm using Bob's Red Mill rolled oats, Trader Joe's organic coconut sugar, flaxseed that I got at Walmart, chia seeds, Walmart. Basically, I'm just measuring basic, like 1/4 of a cup. Dollar Tree measuring cup doesn't have a 1/4, so I'm just guessing. I don't think it has to be too precise, but whatever. I'll just pour it in here. Basically, it's just 2 handfuls, so try not to drop stuff like I'm doing. Actually, I'm gonna skip the measuring cup, and I'm just gonna go straight to the 2 handfuls. So that was 1 handful, 2 handfuls, maybe a little nip more. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit of coconut flakes to a couple of these for a little surprise. On 3 of the days, I'll have coconut flakes, and that'll be a different flavor. And I don't really measure the coconut sugar, I just, whoa! Okay, that one's gonna be extra sweet. I usually just put in like a couple tablespoons because I like sweet things. And you can always add more coconut sugar later if it's not sweet enough. Okay. And then flaxseed, which is good for cardiovascular health. And I just do like 2 or 3 shakes. And the last thing is the chia seeds. Just a little, I don't know, a couple teaspoons or tablespoons. I don't really know. I just put little some. Like a 3-second pour, like 2 to 3 second pour. And I always clean up as I go, so all this goes into this basket right here. So it's usually easy to get to. Okay, so this is it for the dry ingredients. So I just roll it up and then zip. I'm gonna keep one out because I'm gonna make oatmeal for today. But the rest will just go in my container here. Easy to grab and go. All right, next thing, I gotta grab my cutting board and 2 apples. Take the stickers off. Grab my knife. And get to chopping. There might be a special TikTok way to cut apples, but I don't know about it, so I just cut it this way. And then I like my apples diced up. Just do a rough dice without cutting your finger off. For this, I'm going to use one of my reusable Ziplocs. Just throw them in. I'm gonna leave a few out for breakfast for today. I can't remember if you're supposed to give air to apples or not, but I'm gonna seal it up. We'll figure that out later. Ah, I'm bleeding. I can't even cut an apple without cutting myself. Like father, like daughter, I guess, in the accidents department. For the OG snack packers, y'all would know what that means. If you're not a snack packer, what are you doing? Become part of the snack pack by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. Throw a like on this video and keep watching till the end. Put it in my fridge. Grab my first aid kit. Get a Band-Aid. Just got like a regular little Band-Aid. Louise. Alright, throw these cores away. Set this aside for a second. And introducing the Ninja Foodie. I just plug it in. Just plug it into my wall outlet. So I've already put a cup of water in here because you need water so that it could steam up. When you do the pressure cooker setting, you need water in there. And this is just like a metal container that I got off of Amazon. And now that I have all my ingredients in one bag, it's easier to just dump it in here and save the bag to recycle. Scrape in my apples. And then I like to use the Chobani oat. Well, it doesn't have to be Chobani, but I like the oat milk that's extra creamy. Just kind of eyeball it just a little bit more until it's kind of covering the oat part, not really the apples, but just like a little watery because it's gonna reduce down a little bit. Stir it up a little bit. Something I forgot to put in each baggie, which I'll add in just a second, is a little bit of salt, just a little. And for oatmeal, you need this steamer lid. You just turn on the Ninja Foodie. You set it to pressure, high. If you wanted it low, you just click this, but high. And you just only do it for 3 minutes. And then you just click start. And make sure it's sealed here at the top. You don't want it to be vented, you want it to be sealed. Okay, so now it's gonna come up to pressure, cooks for 3 minutes, and then once it's done, I let it sit for 5 minutes and kind of wait for like a natural release. Because usually I'll do other things like read my Bible or whatever. Usually just let it cook a little bit. I'll come back in a few minutes to show you what it looks like and what I add on top. Okay, while it's cooking, I had to put my hair up and turn the fan on because it is a little hot in here, especially when you cook. It heats up the van a little bit more, and plus it's a hot day. And in the meantime, I usually try to do my dishes while things are cooking. So I just have this vinegar and water, and I just spray it down a little bit. Then I get a paper towel and wipe it down, and then I run it under the water so that I can save water because, you know, I'm running on an 18-gallon tank, which is a lot, but you try to conserve where you can. All right, while we're waiting for that to cook, let me give you some of the health benefits of oatmeal. I'm just going to read from my phone. First of all, oatmeal is pretty inexpensive. It's naturally processed, high in soluble fiber, good for weight loss, high protein content, more antioxidants than broccoli, controls blood sugar, reduces bad cholesterol, good for your heart, natural laxative, reduce risk of type 2 diabetes, controls blood pressure, rich in minerals and vitamins, B1, magnesium, and zinc, and general health and longevity. Now, I don't know about all those specifically because I didn't research it, but those are some things that you might want to look up and research. However, I think oatmeal is a good start to the day. It keeps you full and it just gets you going, literally. So the timer just went off and now it's on keep warm, this is like the natural release. So right now it's just calming down inside and just getting ready to unpressurize. I like doing this oatmeal for breakfast brunch because it's hearty, it has a lot of nutritional value, and it fills me up until later, so I don't have to eat very many meals throughout the day. And it's not that hard to make. It may have seemed like it took a long time because I was making multiple packets, but now that those are done, it's just as easy as dumping stuff in, putting some oat milk or whatever milk on top, and heating it up. And the only kind of downside with van cooking is that before I can take off to my next destination, I need to let this cool down a little bit. I guess I wouldn't have to, but I want to put it under my cabinet, so I just let it cool down on its own. But other than that, less expensive than eating out all the time and eating a lot of food with preservatives. So yay, oatmeal. And this is the end result. I've also tried it with cooked bananas and cooked blueberries, and both are equally as delicious. The final thing that I put onto my oatmeal, not every day, but some days, just for a little extra added crunch, is this homemade granola that I made with my friend Melinda in Atlanta. We made it in her oven. We just baked it, and it's got so much good stuff in here. I just put all this on a cookie sheet, and it's got all kinds of stuff in here. Oats, nuts, coconut, a lot of good stuff. I'll put the recipe right here. And when you sprinkle this on top of your oatmeal, it just gives it a little added crunch, a little more sweetness. When you're just getting started with a more healthy diet, some of the stuff may be bland, especially somebody like me that loves sweet things. So I'm trying to get off a lot of the processed sugars and sweets. So using oatmeal and starting out with adding a little bit more sweet things on top of it, it's okay. And then I just start easing back a little bit on that. So that's what I do, and hopefully it'll help you too. How to cook it is, and this is the beginning. This is on a side note, some of you know that I am trying. All right, well, oats are naturally processed. Doesn't even make any sense. Reduce risks. What's a reduce? It's a big bowl of oatmeal with steamed, a little bit of maple syrup. No, it's not got syrup. I've also tried it mixing in. Oh my goodness. Snack time. Snack time.